Hello everyone. Now we reach our last type of English sentences, which is the compound complex sentence. It's a combination of the two previous types. So let's try to decipher the structure of this type. First, it is called the compound complex sentence. Now I'm going to use mathematics. We'll try to divide this title into two parts, and write an example, which identifies, this type. The compound plus a complex sentence. Now in the compound, we're going to write now a compound sentence which consists of two independent clauses. Then we will join, to it, what? A dependent clause. Clause starting with one of the markers we saw earlier. Example, we write Steve bought a car, right? And he lent it, right, to his friend. Now here is, the first part of my compound complex sentence. It's a compound sentence, plus, which consists of two or more independent clauses, plus one or more dependent clauses. So here is my compound sentence first. I would like to turn it into a compound complex, so I must add to it, what? One or more dependent clauses, starting with one of the elements we saw before, either a conjunction of subordination, or relative pronoun or adverb, or one of the starters of the noun clause. I will choose, here, relative pronoun, who. And he lent it to his friend, who wants to travel. Who wants to travel. Now, as you see here, we have a compound complex sentence, which consists of what? A compound sentence. It means two or more independent clauses, joined either by fanboys or semicolon or conjunctive adverbs, plus one or more dependent clauses, which starts with, relative pronoun, conjunction of subordination, or starters of the noun clause. So here is my compound complex sentence. I have here independent clause, plus another independent clause, here plus what? One or more dependent clause. Dependent clause. And as you see here, we have a kind of collection of the both markers of the two previous types of sentences. In this type of sentences, you find clear one of the markers of the compound sentence, fanboys, semicolon, or conjunctive adverb, and also together in the same sentence with one of the markers of the complex sentence, which are relative pronouns or adverbs, or conjunction of subordination, or markers or starters of the noun clause. So when they come together in one sentence, okay, be sure that it is what? A compound complex sentence. Clear? A compound complex sentence. Let's take another example. Example right. Ali, didn't go to work. Right. Ali didn't go to work. Semicolon. He was very ill. Now, until now, we have written what? A compound sentence. If I want to turn it into a compound complex, I must add here what? Another dependent clause. Alright. Okay, he was ill. I didn't go to work. Okay, so he was ill. Because or as conjunction of subordination. Okay. Alright. As he worked, example, okay, too much, okay, last week, as he worked too much, okay, he did heavy work, okay, last week, okay, then he became a bit ill. So, here also I have Ali didn't go to work, he was very ill. This one represents my compound, right, sentence, plus as, okay, which is conjunction of subordination. Here I have relative pronoun with fine voice. Here I have hourly, the mark, semicolon, plus a conjunction of subordination. Here also I have a combination of the two markers of the two previous types of sentences. Semicolon for the compound and conjunction of subordination for the complex. When they come together, okay, they form to me a compound complex sentence. Alright. And it is simply, okay, the third type of sentences. Alright. Good. So we can write here, okay, the structure, okay, of this sentence or type of sentences in details. For example, we write what? We have an independent clause, alright, joined to another independent clause by means either of what? For boys, or semicolon, or conjunctive adverbs. Okay. And okay, these two are joined to another dependent or more, okay, clauses. Right here. Dependent clauses, one or more, either by means of conjunctions of subordination or by means of relative pronoun or adverb like when and where, or by means of what? Noun clause markers. I mean that, which are that here, that, if or whether, and also WH words. WH words. And here is my also dependent, we said clause or clauses. Alright, clause or clauses. Now, only as a remark, this order can be, changed. For example, we may start with a complex sentence. For example, we write, I don't know, a clause which is independent, joined to another one which is dependent, a complex sentence. Then you add to it at the end, an independent clause. Alright, to join it to the previous dependent one. For example, I write, he couldn't come. He couldn't come. Since the jam or the road, since the road was blocked, he couldn't come. Since the road was blocked, but he sent an SMS, means a message. A message. Now here, as long as I have what? I have these two markers, let's come. Since the road was blocked, the first one here, it is what? Independent, joined to another which is dependent, and the third one is independent here. Now my first, clue that this one is compound complex is the use of both markers of the compound and from boys the complex sentences. I mean conjunction of subordination. Here I have conjunction of subordination. Here I have fun boys. As both of them are in the same sentence, so it is a compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence. Here I have my first one, independent. Alright. Since this one is dependent, dependent. And the last one here is what? Independent. Independent. It is independent clause. And here is another example, with different order, of clauses and structure for the same type, which is the compound complex sentence. Thank you so much. Just before we leave, here is a brief review of all the sentence types and their structures. So, we have a simple sentence, which consists of what? Simply S plus V. Subject plus verb within one predicate. Or we say simply one subject and one predicate. The compound sentence, equals what? Or consists of two or more, even more, if you can say, independent clauses joined by one of these elements. Semicolon, or one of the fun boys, I mean conjunctions of coordination, or the conjunctive, adverbs, however, therefore, also, in addition, and so on. Clear? Now, third type is the complex sentence, which consists of only one, only one independent clause joined to one or more dependent clauses also by one of these markers, either a condition of subordination, the ones of cause, of result, of purpose, of condition, and so on, or by means of hourly relative pronoun who, which, that, whom, and so on, or adverb like when and where, or also by one of the markers of the noun clause, especially that, if, or whether, and WH words, which usually come, within a clause to represent a direct object or, a subject, usually. Alright. Here also, the last type, which is mixture of the two previous types, the compound and the complex. The compound and the complex. Here we have used both markers of both types. Alright. But here we have a compound, it means what? Two or more independent clauses joined by one of the markers. Then I add to that what? A dependent or more, also than one dependent clause, joined, to this compound sentence by means of, condition of subordination, relative pronoun or adverb, or the markers of the noun clause. As you see here, we have what? Used both markers of the two previous types. They are here in the same sentence. When we find them, be sure it is a compound, complex sentence. Thanks so much. I hope that you have grasped, the different types of sentences, but what is left is hourly intensive practice. See you.